I am Ransom Kuti Bukumiaze, and I'm starting off with the introduction to business conversation. And so for this group, we are represented by Matric Number 41 to 50, and then we'll be talking about business conversation in 5 different chapters. We are starting off with the introduction to conversation, which explains the main idea of business conversation. Next is the telephone communication, general etiquette and specific techniques. Then we'll go to meetings, face-to-face and online modes, which explains the planning process and techniques for productive meetings, and then summary and conclusion. And so for the introduction, I'll be looking at the definition of terms, the highlights of the main ideas, and a visualizer to buttress our main points. What then is business conversation? When we talk about business conversation, we talk about the type of communication that takes place between 2 or more parties in a professional setting. So we are talking about the nuances between individual interactions in the workplace. Business communication, the main idea of business conversation is to exchange information, ideas, and emotions between 2 or more parties with the main objective of achieving a common goal. So in business conversation, individuals share their thoughts, ideas, opinion, and feedback on specific topics related to the business. So it is important to note that when we talk about business conversation, we are speaking broadly related to workplace settings. So our business conversation may involve negotiation, decision making, problem solving, or simply exchange of updates and information.
The main ideas of business conversation. The main ideas and key concepts of any business conversation entails the following. 1. Clear communication, active listening, building rapport, goal-oriented, professionalism, and follow-up. Clear communication. Use clear and concise language, avoiding jargon and technical terms that are unfamiliar to your audience. Active listening. Active listening is crucial for effective communication. Pay attention, show interest, and clarify misunderstandings. Building rapport. Building rapport through shared interest, showing empathy and trust for positive relationships. Goal-oriented. Having a specific objective in mind and staying focused on the end goal. Professionalism. Maintain a respectful demeanor at all times. Be punctual, dress appropriately, and proper language and tone. Follow up. Send a thank you note. Follow up on action items discussed or schedules and future meetings or calls.
Telephone communication. What is telephone etiquette? General telephone etiquette and specific techniques. Telephone etiquette is the set of manners and guidelines individuals should follow when using telephone for business. General telephone etiquette. What are some of the general telephone etiquette? Number 1, be prepared, be informed, and have relevant information ready. Number 2, be cautious, use the 3 key expressions, please, thank you, and I'm sorry. 3, be positive. Visualize your conversation partner as a friendly person and maintain a smile when conversing. 4, speak directly into the mouthpiece of the phone or headset, slowly and concisely with confidence. 5, do not eat or chew gum while talking on the telephone and avoid distraction as much as possible.
So specific techniques for telephone conversations. We have 5 types of specific techniques for telephone conversations. We have telephone calls, we have techniques for telephone calls, techniques for answering telephone, techniques for putting the call on hold. We also have techniques for transferring telephone call, and not forgetting techniques for transferring telephone messages. Next slide, please. So moving on, for techniques for making telephone calls, we have plan the call or make a list of what you want to discuss, so you won't discuss, so you will not forget anything important. Moving on to the second, we have ask someone answers the phone, identify yourself, and ask for the desire of the person. So the third one is that if the person you call sounds busy, ask if you can call at a more convenient time. So for the next one, techniques for answering telephone. We have answering the telephone as quick as possible before the third rings. We also have using a friendly greeting like good morning, good afternoon.
Techniques for putting call on hold. Ask the caller for permission to be put on hold. Wait for an affirmative answer. Press the hold button before putting the handset in a cradle or laying the receiver on the desk. Remember who you put on hold and on which line. Check on the call person between 10 to 15 seconds to know why they are on hold. Techniques for transferring telephone calls. Offer to transfer the call and explain to the caller why you are transferring their call. Place the caller on hold and call the department or the person to whom you are transferring call. Introduce yourself and inform the caller about your intention to transfer a call to them. If they take the call, give them the name and the information of the caller.
So the next line, techniques of taking telephone messages. First one, you use the message form if available to record messages. They ensure accuracy. What is the second one? Write down complete information of the caller, department, number, date, and action to be taken. So the third one, perform accuracy checks with the caller and assure that the message will be delivered before ending the call. What the last one? Mark the message with the date and the time of the call and sign or initial the message.
My name is Jibodu Stephanie, and I am here to present the topic productive meetings. Planning a productive meeting, facilitating a productive meeting, participating and online meeting specific techniques. Meetings face to face. A face to face meeting involves people gathering in the same physical space to communicate without the use of virtual communication technologies or internet-enabled devices. Steps in planning a productive meeting. Number one is determine the purpose of the meeting. Identify the specific purpose of the meeting and define the agenda. Number two is invite the right people. Send out invitations with the agenda and any other relevant materials. Number three is set the time and location. Choose a time and location that is convenient for all participants. And number four is define the roles of the participants. That just means define the roles of the participants and communicate to them before the meeting.
Facilitating a productive meeting. 1. You have to stick to the agenda. Stick to the agenda and keep track of the meeting. 2. Avoid digression and stay focused. 3. Encourage participation. Encourage all participants to contribute to the particular event. Summarize key points. Summarize key points and the decision that is made to determine the meeting. The fifth one, manage time effectively. Ensure that the message is end on schedule.
My name is Adeoni Victoria Murayo. I'm to talk about participating in a productive meeting. When you're participating in a productive meeting, you have to come prepared. You come prepared with the relevant materials and information necessary for the meeting. So you listen actively and pay attention during the meeting. Then the third one is to participate constructively. You participate constructively and contribute to the discussion positively. Then the fourth one is to ask questions. Ask questions to gain a better understanding in the topic being discussed.
Online mode. Online meetings are virtual gatherings that allow people to communicate and collaborate remotely using internet-enabled devices. Next. So we have participating in a productive meeting. The first one, test the technology. To ensure that everything is working properly, we need to test the technology before use. The second one, use video conferencing tools. Use video conferencing tools to maintain engagement. The third one, avoid multitasking. To stay focused on the meeting, we need to ensure that everyone is engaged. The last one, be mindful of time zones. Be mindful of time zones when scheduling an online meeting.
In conclusion, effective business conversation and telephone etiquette are essential for building positive relationships, promoting professionalism, and enhancing communication in the work. Thank you.